Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to Cash App, $Deem by any means. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It's much, much, much appreciated. So let me get this straight, y'all. Lomachenko is washed up now, and Terence Crawford not. Hmm. The Tank Davis hate is really showing. And I thought y'all wanted Gervonta Davis to fight Lomachenko after George Kambosos. I thought y'all said that he should fight Lomachenko. I could have swore that's what I heard. Then Lomachenko does exceptionally well in the fight, and now y'all saying y'all don't want to see it and he's washed up. Let's talk about it, people. I want to go to show y'all just how much I don't even think none of these people are truly boxing fans or fans of these fighters that they talk about or anything. I only know one real Lomachenko fan, besides kind of myself, because I rock with Lomachenko too. A couple others I know really rock with Lomachenko, but shout out to my guy Truth. He's the leader of the Lomachenko fan club. And my problem is that we just saw Terence Crawford have a dominant performance against Earl Spence. Wouldn't y'all agree that Terence Crawford is a top 10 pound for pound fighter? But you know who else has been a top 10 pound for pound fighter for the last however many years? Vasil Lomachenko. And it's funny that now everybody was clamoring for Tank to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko goes out there and be just as dominant as Terence Crawford was against Earl Spence, and now he's washed up. So Bud Crawford is not washed up now, y'all. But Lomachenko is. Well, what evidence do you have that Lomachenko was washed up? Because the last time I just saw the man last week or the week before last, whenever that was, he ain't look washed up to me. Did he look washed up to y'all? Last time I seen Bud Crawford, he didn't look washed up to me. He looked pretty good to me. Wouldn't y'all say that Terence Crawford and Vasil Lomachenko had a top three, top four of their career performances the last time you saw them? Isn't Bud Crawford a year older than Vasil Lomachenko or 7, 8 months is something like that? But Terence Crawford is older than Vasil Lomachenko. And none of y'all say that he is washed up. But because Gervonta Davis want to fight Lomachenko, it's a high possibility that that fight gets made. Now, Gervonta Davis is waiting till Lomachenko is washed and old to fight him. But y'all wouldn't say that about any fighter that is fighting Terence Crawford. Y'all would not use that analogy. So I need to know what evidence do we have that Lomachenko is washed up? Because I just saw the man a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and he did not look washed up to me. I don't see how you could have somebody who fought a guy that fought Devin Haney, that Devin Haney didn't even knock this man out in 24 rounds, and Devin Haney is younger than him, right? George Kambosos is in his prime right now. He is 30 years old, literally 30 on the nose. Vasil Lomachenko is 36 years old. So the age thing, he should be at a disadvantage, correct, against George Kambosos? That's what people were saying leading up to the fight with Vasil Lomachenko and George Kambosos. He is 6 years older than that man and dominated him. Vasil Lomachenko got a bigger gap with George Kambosos than Earl Spence had with Terence Crawford. But they both got dominated. And Terence Crawford is older than Vasil Lomachenko, but y'all do not say he is washed up. I think y'all say Vasil Lomachenko is washed up is because there's finally a chance that he actually is going to fight Tank Davis. And y'all do whatever y'all can to try to discredit anything that Gervonta Davis does. So I need to know that somebody that fights Terence Crawford is doing the same exact thing. They are waiting to fight Terence Crawford now because he is washed and old, and he's just washed up in the whole nine. Terence Crawford is about to turn 37 years old. Me and Terence Crawford birthdays are not that far apart, okay, people? Me and Terence Crawford birthdays are not that far apart. We are the same zodiac sign. Do you understand what I am saying? And Terence Crawford is about to be 37 years old, and everybody still thinks everybody, including myself, still thinks he is the best fighter in boxing. So I need to know how somebody that is younger than him, that put on a dominant performance, that has been a top 3, top 5 pound for pound fighter for Lord knows how long. What evidence is it that he's washed up now? Nobody said Terence Crawford is washed up if he fights Jerron Ennis. Nobody. Did y'all hear anybody say that? No, I heard most people say that Boots better leave Jerron Ennis alone. I mean, Terence Crawford alone because he can't beat him. That's what I heard most people say. That Boots can't beat Terence Crawford even at 37 years old. He cannot beat him. Shouldn't that same thing apply to Vasil Lomachenko, who has had just as not as much success as Terence Crawford, but has had some of the most success of any boxers that we could compare to him? Vasil Lomachenko did not look like he lost a step to me. If anything, Vasil Lomachenko looked even better in this fight than he did against Devin Haney. In the Devin Haney fight, I think he won that fight too. A lot of people think he beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney didn't get a concise win against Lomachenko. A lot of the boxing community thinks that Lomachenko won that fight. So I need to know, where's the evidence that Vasil Lomachenko is washed up when he is 7, 8 months younger than Terence Crawford, who somebody we all say is a pound for pound top fighter, and that Jerron Boots in is somebody else we highly respect. We think that Terence Crawford could beat him. I don't think that, but a lot of people do think that. You see the double standard that I'm getting at, people? Do you understand me? If you understand, type understand. Yeah, do you see where I'm going with this? I think that Vasil Lomachenko is only considered to be washed up because there's a chance that Gervonta Davis will fight him. And a lot of people think that Gervonta Davis will beat him. So when he beat him, you're trying to find a way to discredit his win if he does eventually unifies and beats Lomachenko. That's just something I think, because I can't see how you could think that Terence Crawford is not washed up, but you think Vasil Lomachenko is, and they both are coming off dominant performances. When if we being real and if we being honest, Vasil Lomachenko is going up against great competition as well. I mean, Devin Haney fans, don't y'all think that he was going up against great competition? Maybe, maybe not. Because y'all was trying to big up Kambosos when Devin Haney fought him, and obviously how y'all feel about Devin Haney and George Kambosos fought them back to. Lomachenko fought them back to back. So I just need somebody to explain to me these things. Or do you agree with me that they just Gervonta Davis haters? Like I have been telling y'all, I let people talk. I tell y'all all the time. I am Jackie Chan off of Rush Hour. I let people talk. I like to let people talk because then you get to see how full of ish they are. So I don't mind y'all saying that Lomachenko's washed up. I just need y'all to say the same thing about Terence Crawford, who is 7, 8 months older than the man, because they both coming off of dominant performances. So I don't see what evidence you have to say that about either man. I'm just saying, Vasil Lomachenko, I believe, got robbed. I'm not even going to say robbed because he took off that 12th round. So let me say that. But I think Vasil Lomachenko should have been undisputed lightweight champ and then fight George Kambosos and stop him, something that Devin Haney couldn't do in 24 rounds. I don't see how you could call that man washed up. The only way I could see you calling him washed up is because you just don't like Gervonta Davis, because there's a good chance that Gervonta Davis will fight Vasil Lomachenko. And people deep down in their heart know that it's a great chance that Gervonta Davis beats him, because Gervonta Davis might just be everything that we say that he is. So let's discredit Vasil Lomachenko, the same guy that y'all was sitting up there saying before, right when we knew he was fighting Kambosos. Because don't say it's because of Devin Haney, because y'all was saying this even when y'all knew he was fighting Kambosos, that he not going to fight Lomachenko. He ducking Lomachenko. He don't want no smoke with Lomachenko. Now that y'all think it's a realistic possibility that this fight happens, all of a sudden Lomachenko's washed up now and an old fighter. But then when we was saying that Devin said that about Loma, and we shouldn't be running around with your chest poked out. Nah, he beat Lomachenko, a top 10 pound for pound fighter who was, I think, number 2 or number 3 at that time that Devin Haney 40. And after that performance he just had, y'all know how ESPN play. I believe Lomachenko is top 5 right now. Pound for pound fighters, if I'm not mistaken. And if he ain't now, he will be the next time y'all see the rankings. So just let me know what y'all think. Y'all, I had to make this video. It was very interesting to me that this narrative I could already see people running with, but I'm gonna jump ahead of it before. See, I can't control the narrative that y'all had prior to Deem having a YouTube channel, but I damn sure can control y'all narratives going forward. So Devin Haney fans, be aware, be proceed with caution, cause just know I'm out here lurking. And just know that I'm going to cook and give y'all this sliced and diced. I'm going to do it 40 mil bill, what they call them. What you going to do when 50K is all you do? You going to say Lomachenko washed up because Tank going to fight him. But don't mind me, y'all. I'm just doing some comedy stuff. You already know I'm just doing it for the streets, y'all. I'm doing something for the streets. Bill Haney asked me to do something for the streets, and I'm doing something for the streets, okay? I holla at all the rest of you Earthmen. You already know what this is. Deem by any means. And I holla at y'all.